So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, and it was just about a good evening the other night after we scrambled past Everton up at their new stadium. We have a small matter of Crystal Palace in the Cup quarter-final tomorrow, and we better win, put it that way, because this is the first competition we can box off, and I want to be there in the final. I want to win it. So, listen, big ups to everyone locked in, a little bit later than usual. But we are here. I'll be doing a watch along for the Bilbao Espanyol game after this, and make sure you follow all the lads' channels. They're pinned, so make sure you do that. Big up Static for that. This is a football discussion show for entertainment and opinion only. Everything here is about sport. We don't involve politics, personal targeting, or hate. How are you, Kenny? In fact, I've got the order mixed around the wrong way. Jez is normally on the top. Sorry,
yeah,
mate.
that's right.
But we'll start with you, Kenny. How are you, mate? How's your Monday?
It's been really good. I think I've managed to recover from watching the Ashes, and obviously I watched the AJ Jake Paul thing fight. So sleeping has been absolutely murder. But thank God you got no work at the weekends. But we are going to touch on the Arsenal fans. But all I want to say too, thank you to a guy from the Republic of Ireland who lives in Liverpool, Jack. Thanks for that. We needed that. We were playing pretty shit, and you gave us a Christmas gift. So well done, son. We needed a pork chop. You turned up and put your hand up. Thanks, Jack.
Jez, how's your Monday, mate?
All good. I've just seen something bad there. Rest in peace, Chris Rea.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Tragic.
Oh, man. That's
Okay, no.
one of my favourite guitarists, that guy. Anyway, move on. Yeah, that's sad. Anyway, yeah, no, it's good, man. Good. Just got to go in tomorrow, get all the meat and crap and stuff for Christmas, and it'll be madness again, as always. But yes, as always, looking forward to this show. Last one before the Christmas period, and wishing everybody out there that does actually celebrate Christmas, have a great time. And yeah, we move on after the diabolical display against Everton and move on to Palace tomorrow night.
Nah, hear it, man. DJB, how are you, mate?
Yeah, all good. Rushing around like the proverbial, and here, there, and everywhere. Busy time of year, but looking forward to the Christmas. And it took my mind off of Saturday, to be honest. Took my mind off of the weekend's football, to be honest. So I'm glad I was busy today, because if I'm not busy, I just sit and ruminate over the performance that I saw. It's a false storm, really, isn't it? It's kind of, how can I say, we're not firing, really. We are top, and I'm glad we're top. And if someone had said to us we'd be top of the league at Christmas, I'd have bit your hand off. So, I'm pleased that we're top, obviously, but there's a lot of concerns, Lee. A lot of concerns.
Nah, I understand, man. Listen, Jez's channel, Jez's Arsenal is pinned. DJB's channel, DJB Arsenal Huddle, is pinned. And Kenny Ken 1972 Insta is pinned. So make sure you're following all three. No Matty today, but big up to Matty as well. Follow Matty, Southern Gooner. Jezza, obviously you weren't about for a fan cam, so we'll start with you. It was like watching paint dry again, wasn't it, mate? Yeah, and then out of nowhere, my man thought he was playing volleyball. It was like, no, I'll catch this one, mate. I have no idea what was going through his head. It weren't pretty. Obviously, we hit the post a couple of times, but other than that, we got away with murder, I think, because that was a penalty. The other end, Saliba kicking through, and we got away with that. And we haven't been playing well at all recently. However, we have still got the win. But what did you make of all that, mate?
Well, first of all, let me apologise for not making the fan cam.
No, that's good, man. Don't worry.
I'd had a very, very, very heavy day the day before. And it's a true fact, gentlemen. As you get older, you're not what you were when you're 21. And I had way too much to drink. And I was just absolutely dead on Saturday. But yeah, you're quite right, mate. You are quite right. Sorry, mate. I just had to go.
No, dude, just we've all been there, mate.
Yeah,
at least you had a good time, though, Jez.
I had a great time. We had a great day out. We had a great laugh.
You didn't bump into a stricto while you were there, no?
Saturday not, no.
Okay.
There we go. We'll move on from that one, shall we?
Yeah.
And yeah, let's be honest, it was a shit show. We haven't been playing well recently, but why is that, gentlemen? Because we've got Odegaard back in the team. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. It's slow, ponderous. Yes, he made one great pass through the middle, but at the end of the day, it's boring, slow, sideways, backwards, sideways. Do you remember the old saying, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow?
Mm.
Yeah, the old dancing rhythm. Yeah, we used to do when we were kids at school. Well, some of us might have done. This is slow, 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 slower, slow, because this guy is a boring, boring footballer to watch. It's the same predictability every single time. And on that game against Everton, I predicted a 1-1. We walked out of there with a 1-0, and we were lucky to walk out of a 1-0. If it hadn't have been for that ridiculous challenge that was almost like we were talking about last night, Kenny Ken, on Shano's channel, it was almost like a Dino's off. You know what I mean? And it was absolutely ridiculous. But we were lucky they didn't get that penalty at the other end. It was a clear penalty for me. Don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion, and I'll stick to it. But we've now become predictable again. And I'm sorry, it's wholeheartedly on two players, Zupermendy and Odegaard. Rubbish. They're rubbish. And anybody thinks that we're going to go on and win the Premier League and the Champions League with these two melts, no, not a cat and mouse chance. We were far better without Odegaard, and we don't look the same team anymore. We're now doing the same old shit week in, week out, and tomorrow night it'll be the same old shit. And we're coming up against a team that's got confidence, won an FA Cup, and we've got now a problem on our hands, because we're coming into that Christmas period, guys, where we know what Arsenal do at Christmas. We like to go to sleep, have too much turkey, too many mince pies, and then we do fuck all. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a boring game, and I won't lie to you guys. I nearly went to bed. I was that. Oh, seriously.
Yeah, Jez was smashed. That's what it is. It weren't because of the game. He was hammered, wasn't you, Jez?
I was a mess. I won't lie.
Good on you, Jez. You only get out every now and again, mate. You know what I mean? Meet up with the lads, didn't you? So
well, we didn't do it last year, so it's 2 years, and we all made up for it, and it was a meltdown. And yeah, there's a lot of us were suffering on the Saturday, talking to each other in our group chat. Yeah,
it sounded like Tom Gooner's explaining the process, Jez.
It got messy. With but yeah, it was a good giggle. It did actually meet up with three lovely guys from many years back at West Ham. Really nice fellas, and we had a right laugh with them at one point in one bar in Borough Market, and it was a good day out. But I swear down, Jez, it's time to go up, mate. You can't drink like you used to drink. So yeah.
Good on you, though, Jez. DJ, what did you make of that, mate? You obviously probably weren't hammered, and you probably were falling asleep, though, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a hard watch, Lee, and it's a hard watch. Look, at the end of the day, there are concerns. Let's not beat around the bush. There's major concerns at the moment. And I don't think it's sustainable for the rest of the season. We're getting away with murder, if you like, to be honest with you. Defensively, we're without our two first choice centre halves, and we're managing to still nick wins, which is a positive. Midfield, I've been saying it from day one, and I've been getting absolute belters for it. I don't rate Zupermendy. I don't rate him defensively. He had the chance to then shine against Everton. I'm still not seeing what other people are seeing. Perhaps someone needs to sit me down and take me through it step by step. because I'm not seeing it. And I've watched a lot of football over the years. And that final third, that attacking final third, it's slow, it's predictable. And it's just not firing. It's just not firing for me. We looked over on the left-hand side. It wasn't good. Saka had little moments. Odegaard's been shoehorned in. Upset the apple cart as far as I'm concerned. Eze is now pushed to one side as we all predicted. This is the problem. I think it's the word predictable is the main word. And that's what we've become. We've become predictable. We can all guess the lineup. We can all guess the way we're going to play. We all know what's going to happen during the game. We all know. I even predicted the substitutions. I think I messaged Shane. I said, watch, the substitution will be Gyökeres for Jesus, and Marino will come into midfield. And it's exactly what happened. So that's all predictable. Jesus is now coming in as well. And it's just one thing after another. But I look at the captain. And to be captain of Arsenal Football Club, you've got to be something special, because all the captains that I've seen and Jez has seen and we've seen over the years, they've all been something special. Frank McClintock, Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, go so on and so on and so on. They've all been special players, and they've all added that ingredients when things are not going well, when things are not flowing. This is a guy that normally steps up and gets everything going and gets everything. Don't worry, we'll sort it. And he just doesn't. He just doesn't bring anything. And what's making it worse is that Odegaard is now getting the same protection as the football manager. He's getting people in press conferences saying that he was brilliant, exceptional. Some of his passes, blah, 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 blah. Do these people actually watch football? I'm not convinced they actually watch the game. I don't know where they're getting these kind of great big put him on a pedestal from, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it from two major players in this football team that I'm looking for creativity, to open teams up, to really get the attack going. And that's Zubimendi and that's Odegaard. And I'm not seeing it from any of them. Then when you flip it, when Eze does start, you know he's going to get dragged off, or he's going to be put out on the left, which is no good. So he is really the only creative player in this football team. And if you don't believe me, go and watch him when he plays for Crystal Palace, because if we can get anywhere near that, then we're going to go places. Then we look at the number 9, Gyökeres. Unfortunately, he's kind of, well, what can I say? He's been turned into a bang average player. I don't know who said that or many months ago, that what will happen. But he's now turned into a bang average player. He got his penalty. He was given his penalty. Here's your Christmas present. That was like, well, we don't know what to buy you for Christmas, Victor. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give you the penalty so you can get on the score sheet, just to take the heat off of things and take the heat off this manager. And if you score that, then that will calm the situation down as to regards to this football manager. That will take the heat off. And then the football manager can talk a load of balls in press conference about Gyökeres and everything else. But we all know what the manager's doing to Gyökeres. We all know what he's doing. We've seen it. This ain't nothing new. Gyökeres is bang average. And it's not Gyökeres' fault. It's the manager's fault. It's the system. And he ain't going to change. He's not going to change. Now, as for Everton, if they really, really wanted it, and they had all their players available, they could have won that game, and they could have come out of there with at least a point minimum, if not 3 points. And this is my biggest fear, Ken, Jez, Lee, chat, that when we do come up against real proper teams that really want it, and that'll be Aston Villa, Brighton, when they come to the Emirates, they've got a good record. We're going to be found wanting, because let's be honest, we're just not firing. It's not good. It really, really ain't good. And you've got City behind us that are looking good, scoring goals. They've got a better goal difference now. Aston Villa again, they're not going to go away. Chelsea are always going to nick games here, there, and everywhere. Liverpool, okay, they're starting to nick results. Wirtz is now starting to play as well. I think he had a good game apparently the weekend again, so he's starting to find his feet. So yeah, Kenny, I mean, long way. I know it's a long way to go, but that's my opinion. I mean, I just think it's predictable, and I just think there's key players that are not stepping up at the moment, and it's affecting us.
Well, that said, that I think that we can see parallels from 2 years ago, where going into the Christmas fixtures, we had West Ham at home, West Ham at home, and we had Fulham away. So on the 28th, we had West Ham. Could have lost 3-0, but Raya makes a penalty save in injury time, and then we play Fulham, go up, and we lose 2-1. So going into those 2 games 2 years ago, we weren't playing well. It was always a kind of a silent fault that the week before Christmas, I think we had Brighton, didn't we? We beat Brighton, but the week before that, we lost to Aston Villa, and we scraped past Luton Town when we beat them 4-3.
Declan Rice last minute,
Got a last minute header. So when you look at those kind of parallels, my feeling that 2 years ago is that if teams raise their game against us and found a way to guess at us, they'll get some joy. I'm having that same feeling now, that if teams do raise their game against us and get bodies forward and work hard off the ball, that we're going to be very vulnerable, because simple reason, one, we're not playing well, and it is a concern, because the only good thing that's come out of this is that collectively all Arsenal fans are displeased with the way we've played in the last 2 games. There's no hiding behind the Wolves results, not only by Everton. And the reason why I can say it with a lot of confidence is because I've seen the fan cams from Az, of course, and I've seen the fan cams from the main channel as well. And there was an argument with one guy, and the guy who runs the show, he's been his usual deluded, obstructive self, not letting the guy speak. And the guy who made the remarks about where we're playing wasn't having it. But that was kind of the theme throughout the whole podcast. Another thing as well that I've noticed as well, yes, Zubimendi, like he's learning the job how to play, and it's like he started from back to front. He's learning. Oh yeah, I've got to track my runner. I've got to press. Yeah, I've got to make sure I get my man, and he's finding himself as the last man defensively. That could have been disaster. If Barry, like I said, got another yard on him, that would have been a penalty. So that's concerning. Odegaard is his usual slow self. For some reason, Odegaard thinks it's a good idea to slow the play down. But Saliba was awful. People, whisper it quietly. I know Saliba's had a bit of injury, but come on. He got, when our good friend Beto came on, Beto turned him. Beto got on
he ruined him.
And like I said, got on his shoulder, and he struggled with Beto. It was only like Beto's poor final touch that enabled us to keep a clean sheet. But let's get it right. Everton had nothing, and because Everton had nothing, that made the game a lot easier than it was. Yes, people are going to talk about Saka getting one clear to the line. They're going to talk about Trossard hitting the post. But come on, let's face it, we won because of an idiot from the Republic. Who probably isn't a right back anyway. If Seamus Holman wasn't made out of brittle, he probably wouldn't have been playing. But he's an idiot. But thank God for that idiot, because it got us to 3 points. But you know what I noticed a lot? It's like, rather than watch the game, it was like a Gorkarest watch. Every time people go, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. And to be honest, apart from the penalty, he wasn't great, was he? He wasn't great. He was average. He was the ball wasn't going to him. He was running into spaces and into channels that weren't there, and he got taken off. And but thankfully he got his penalty. But that was a sympathy penalty. As I said, I always say, if you're a major striker, penalties are cheat codes. That's why I've got not much respect for the modern striker, because I don't like this phenomenon of modern strikers taking penalties. That's why I respect Andy Cole. Always going to respect Andy Cole and Ian Rush, because those guys, their job was to put the ball in the back of the net. I've never seen Ian Rush take a penalty. I've never seen Andy Cole take a penalty. But you look at the scoring charts in British football, they're up there. That's just my main opinion. But you know, I heard one podcast where one guy said, "This is the best work. This is how Arsenal should play to get the best out of Odegaard." And I'm thinking, mate, you're wasting your time. It's not going to happen. You know, one guy was suggesting Ben White should play instead of Timber because Ben White is direct, he needs crosses. That's not modern football. Modern football's about the inverted winger. One thing I did agree with, and that's why I do feel sorry for Victor, is that when you've got Martinelli and Trossard in that team and you've got Saka on those wings, he's not going to get any service for them because they're goal scorers. That's the problem. Saka is a goal scorer. He's our main man. He's lucky to get the penalty. Martinelli will go for himself. He gets in situations. He's not going to cross. You know, Trossard's got all the technique in the world, all the football brain in the world. He's not going to set up Goycrest. So the main man is Martin Odegaard. And when you buy that asset and your main creative player isn't finding him, then we've got a problem here. If you don't rate him, don't play him. But if you rate him, get the ball forward quickly enough. But right now, we ain't got time for that. Because part of the reason why I think we're playing pretty badly is because we've got square pegs around round holes. Goycrest, square peg around a round hole. Whatever you say about whether you rate him as a striker, whether you think the manager's out of order, he's a square peg around a round hole. We need to accept that.
Kenny, can I ask a question? Yeah. Would you agree or disagree? I'd love to get your opinion. Anybody else's opinion on this? Would you said that game against Everton was the perfect time to play a 4-4-2, not a 4-3?
Well, definitely. Don't get me wrong. You can start in game 4-3-3, but when you look at the situation when you know you've got nothing coming back, and you want to sort of like get hold of the game, without a shadow of doubt, there's no problem doing that. But the thing with Mikel Arteta, it doesn't change until we get desperate. We got desperate last season in Paris in the second leg of the Champions League, where he changed the way we played. It was more direct. He was relying on set pieces, plus especially from long throw-ins. He nearly prevailed. And then when Donnarumma had a world day and Paris got the grips of it, we went back to our normal selves and Paris just saw the game out. So we are capable of doing it. But it's the thing about Mikel Arteta, he's obsessed with being outnumbered in the counter-attack. He's obsessed with bodies getting forward. And that's one of the reasons why he's struggling at the moment, because no one's scared anymore. People at the beginning of the season, people used to be scared of attacking us because of when teams went for it and they have spaces, we were beating them 5-1, 7-1, 5-0 here, 4-1 there, absolutely ruining teams, including Man City. But now they're not bothered by that no more. They are getting in our faces. They are taking risks. They're not doing it all the time, but they're timing their attacks. And when they're timing their attacks, what's happening is that because we haven't got Gabriel Magalhaes, when they're clearing the ball, it's going back to a opposition player. Obviously, not against Everton. Everton weren't good enough, but against Wolves. Look at Wolves' goal. Crosses coming in. We clear it, go straight to Wolves player, and then they get sustained pressure. And that's what's happening now, is when teams play against us now, not only are they getting in our faces and disrupting the way we play, what they're doing is that they're putting under sustained pressure. Everton weren't able to do that, but I think Palace, Brighton, and Aston Villa definitely can do that because, one, we're tired, two, the way teams are working us out. So it's one of those things where if we're top of the table come the Bournemouth game, I'll be absolutely delighted because at the moment it's not convincing.
No, it's not sustainable, this the way we're playing. And he has to change it. This is the problem. He's lined up the same formation. He could have gone 4-4-2 easily. He could have really gone 4-4-2. He could have brought Eze in as well. But this is what I'm trying to say. It is predictable. It's the same lineup. And it's just going to get found out again. And this is what worries me. Again, I keep saying it, his in-game management, you know, it should have been changed, and it wasn't. And it is a concern. It is a concern. I think our midfield is very, very slow in our build-up. I mean, you watch what Rodgers is doing for Aston Villa and people like this. I mean, come on, man. We haven't got it. We just haven't got it. It's just too predictable. Odegaard slows it right down. People are making runs. The play's slowing down. Defences then get organised, and then we have to then build it up again. And then it'll go left. It'll go sideways. And it's just. But as for Gyökeres, I mean, it just might not be the fit for him, unfortunately. And I keep saying it. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Gyökeres is not a bad player. He's just been made to look like it, and he's very much looking like a striker that's just, unfortunately, under this manager, not going to thrive. He's just not going to fit. You would have started seeing signs by now. Anything, but
do you think, though, DJ, that Arteta wants him to fit? Because
I don't think he knows how to, Jez, to be honest. I don't think he knows how to. He never. I mean, he couldn't get the best out of Jesus. He came there with flying colours, didn't he? Oh yeah, Jesus, he's going to be our. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He couldn't get the best out of him.
He'd worked with him before under Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, and he still couldn't get the best out of him because he was stuck in his ways. I mean, look,
couldn't get the best out of Aubameyang. Who, by the way, Emery had as a Golden Boot winner.
Yeah, couldn't get the best out of Aubameyang. Couldn't get the best out of Lacazette. Eddie Nketiah fell off the cliff.
Nicolas Pepe.
Nicolas Pepe. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Gyökeres is just going to be in that long line of striking talent that this manager has thrown under the bus.
And the thing is as well, you're talking about. Go on, Kenny. Go on.
He's got a specific way of playing for his strikers, and it's not so much about work rate; it's about compatibility and link play, and he likes runners getting forward. Pep's like that as well to a certain extent. He likes runners getting forward. You know, to play an Arteta team and for him to sort of tweak it, you have to be elite. You know, and I think that Arteta's not alone in that sort of mentality. That we have to accept that the number 9 is dead in football. That the number 10 position is getting a bit resurrected at the expense of the number 9. It's the out and out number 9 who does all the.
But that's the problem, though, Kenny. Where's the number 10? Because we all thought we were going to be Eze. Eze's the full guy,
exactly, and that's the problem. But the fact is, you look at football in general. You know, look at Man United. I mean, you look at a situation. They had a number 9 playing, yet the guy who was in the best goalkeeper position was Cunha, the number 10. That's football in general. So, can you imagine it?
Well, that's probably in England.
The only worry is with that, when Havertz is fit, he's going to bring him back as a number 9, isn't he? And he's going to he'll play completely different when he's back in the team.
Yeah, but you have to have when you're in a football team, possession. You have to take possession of the position on the shirt. If you don't take possession of the shirt, it's up for grabs. And at this stage, where Arsenal have to win something, the guy Mikel's not waiting around for anyone. He's going to be extremely ruthless because he's going to have to save his neck and his reputation. You know, I've had conversations with fans where they want to win the League Cup all of a sudden because they know that these guys need medals. The same 3 months ago, League Cup, dead trophy.
We want majors.
Look at now. Trust me. There's going to be.
They're changing it now, isn't it?
Yeah,
reality is sack him. If you don't win the Premier League, sack him. Now it's like,
tomorrow, if there's going to be a lot of fans who are going to be desperate for us to, get to that, semi-final and get those games against Chelsea, because at the end of the day, you can't only go so long without winning silverware when people are going to not ask questions. At the moment, everyone's asking questions about a lack of silverware. Everyone wants a silverware. Last season, I'm shocked. We got to 2 semi-finals, but there was always an excuse because of injuries, suspensions, bad referees. But every year you go out in a trophy, the desperation becomes even bigger. Let's remember, we've been here before with Arsene Wenger, another guy who was given a free rein to do as he pleased. Whatever the result, fans still loved him. Well, look at the parallels with Mikel. He's got a vision, but we're not seeing the results. Arsene Wenger, I don't know what his vision was. I think, let's face it, Arsene Wenger was desperate to win the Champions League, and that's why he extended his stay at our expense. That man was obsessed with writing out wrong in Paris 2006, and basically nicked a living, that man. And that's why he'll never be my friend or great manager.
Wow.
You hurt my club. You hurt my club. You hurt my club, then I have a problem. Because there's one thing I love just as much as family members. It's my club. Don't care who you are, what you've done. If you hurt the club, I've got a problem with you.
Hey, can I just ask you this then? And this is going to throw the spanner right in the works. Would you take Arsene Wenger now over Arteta?
No, not at all. Because the thing about it, right, is the reason why. Because the thing is that Arsene Wenger's dead to me. Arsene Wenger was dead to me when we're playing Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup, a competition we got a chance of winning. And he takes off Van Persie and Aubameyang, and guess what? Drogba goes down the end of the field and makes it 2-1. And then guess who we got? Guess what? How many strikers do we have to bring on the substitute? Oh, yeah, no strikers.
Do you not? Right, okay, right. This is right. I'm going to throw this screwball right in there. Right, get ready to catch it.
Caught it.
All right, get your gloves.
Not the way England's cricket's playing at the moment. Just probably drop it.
I think I could do a better job than Harry Brooks.
Let's be fair. Let's be honest. If Wenger had the money available to spend that Arteta's had, he'd have won more.
Well, the thing with Arsene Wenger, I think with Arsene Wenger, it depends what Wenger we're talking about. Are we talking about the Wenger from 96 to 2006? Or are we talking about the Wenger after, when questions being asked? Because that Wenger did win trophies. That Wenger, but at the end of the day, what fans still want him sacked because he didn't win the league. And then we were.
What I mean is, Kelly, right, forget that. Forget the 96 and all that lot. Oh, right now. No, let's go back. Let's go back 5 years. With what Wenger had and what has been the players that have come in, with the 1.3 billion spent, I guarantee you, I'll put my bloody house on it, right? Wenger would have won trophies.
There's two answers to that, Jez.
Yeah, fair.
They're better players than what we had before, better footballers. But the question is, right, Arsene Wenger was very much a coach who could basically, he was a throwback to like the Liverpool era of the 1980s where I've bought you, I don't need to teach you how to play football. You need to work out yourself. You need to be a manager on the field. And Wenger was managed to do that. But he was asking players like Fabregas to do that, Nasri, players who needed guidance. Now, you look at our players we've got now, they're sponges. Not because they're that naturally. Modern managers have turned our footballers into sponges. That's why I always argue that Unai Emery would have thrived at Arsenal because he didn't have any big time. Our team have got no big time Charlies. But if you look at the team that Unai Emery inherited, Ozil, big time Charlie, Aubameyang, big time Charlie, Lacazette, big time Charlie, Guendouzi, big time Charlie, Kolasinac, no right to be a big time Charlie, Ozil's mate, big time Charlie. Unai Emery does not work with big time. You know me one big time Charlie at Aston Villa. I can't think of one.
No. I agree. No, I'm just asking the question.
Let me grab these super chats. They're stacking up here. Let me go through these real quick. Big up Stephen, brother. Merry Christmas to you all, Lee, Jez, Kenny, DJB. Big up to you. Merry Christmas to you as well, Stephen. Bless up, brother.
Big up, Stephen.
Appreciate it, man. Big up to Music Head. Hi, Jez. Would it be okay to DM you about setting up an Arsenal and football quiz for you and the panel? Thank you.
Yeah, anytime, man. If you want to host it, we're up for it.
Are you talking about the original quizmaster there, Music Head?
If you want to host it, my friend, you can host it on my channel. If you want to do that, my friend, no worries.
Good rates.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a
There you
problem.
go. Bless up, bro. Big up, JJ. Big up you four. I respect you guys immensely. Bless up to you, my friend. Appreciate that, JJ07.
Big up.
Big up to KP. Why did Arsenal get Man City? I think that means Man City's number 2 if they're trying to compete. Because we're not trying to compete. It's all a gimmick at this football club. Yeah. And he's competing by being in the top 4. That's all they care about. Yeah, just because we've been in a couple of title races. Yeah, everyone thinks that we're all singing, all dancing, great team, this and that. Yeah, cool. We've got a very good team. Yeah, you can't. No, in 20 years, nobody's going to look back at this last 6 years and go, "What a team, mate! What a team!" They're not, are they? They look back at the teams that win shit. Yeah, big up, bro. Big up, Dash Conrad as well, man. The Semenyo and Rodrigo talk is on.
Who comes secondly?
Nope.
Nobody. If you talk about any level of sport, right, as Kenny alluded to earlier about the Ashes, if you were to ask any Formula One fan in 5 years' time, after Nando won Formula One this year, in 5 years' time, you say who came second, who came third? They're going to go, don't know. In 10 years' time, in a pub quiz, even in 6 years' time, in a pub quiz, and Kenny's there, the master of knowledge, right, and says, "Well, that's not fair," because Kenny would know. But you say, who came second in those this 2022, 2023, 2020, 2012, 25? Who came second in the Premier League? People go, I don't know, I can't fucking remember. I can tell you who won. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about second. People only care about winning. If I was to ask you, anybody, right, Wimbledon, who came second, right, loser, right, 4 years ago at Wimbledon?
No idea.
No idea. Nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now, big up to Conrad, bro. Semenyo and Rodrigo talk is a waste. They just signed Trossard for 2 more years and Martinelli's on big dough. That will upgrade in that position. Don't worry though, man. Yeah, Henry talks bullshit. It's going to keep milking that one that Semenyo's coming to Arsenal, mate. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Rodrigo, mate. Good one. But don't worry, guys. Maybe for Christmas he'll get some hay fever tablets. Achoo. Anyway, this leads on nicely, actually. That's why I left it till last, Riku. Because you guys were talking about Odegaard, the creative spark that was picking up the ball off our goalkeeper at the weekend. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why the centre-backs weren't doing that, but there we go. Man City have signed a gem, mate, because that guy is actually a joke. Yeah, and their second goal at the weekend, I don't know if you guys see it, the second goal from Reinders, mate, the footwork from this guy, was just insane. Yeah, the pass he done for Foden's goal the other week, the little backheel one, sick. And it's like, we paid the same. In fact, they got him for cheaper than we paid for Martin Odegaard.
Wow.
How does that even make any sense? We bought Odegaard 4 years ago. How did they get him for 30 M's, 25 M's, whatever it was? It's an absolute joke. Yeah, their goalkeeper they got for 25 million. Yeah, and he's better than our keeper. Yeah, they're flying along at the minute. For the same price as Noni Madueke, we could have had Cherky and their goalkeeper, Donnarumma. It's pathetic. Yeah, and the thing
sorry, go on, mate. Sorry, Lee.
I was going to say, and the thing is, like you guys are saying about the striker and that, yeah, he's on 7 goals this season in all comps. That's in spite of this manager. Yeah, and I reckon he'll do 20. Yeah, in all comps. But again, that'll be in spite of this manager. Yeah, because this manager, if we had somebody like Cherky in our team, yeah, he wouldn't be allowed to do what he's doing at Man City. Because this manager is fixated on just keeping the ball for keeping the ball's sake. Yeah, and it's like, amount of times, Gyökeres at the weekend, there was an example when Timber had the ball and he was running forward into the midfield Yeah, and our striker was running off the centre back. Yeah, and he was pointing. He put his arm down. He was pointing. Give me the ball through here. Yeah, he carried on. He carried on. He carried on. He gave the ball away. Then Odegaard gave the foul away. And you can see him. Chris was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah, how many times do we see that? Not just with him. Yeah, but even when 29 is in the team, he'll make runs. Nobody finds him. Yeah, and the thing is, same with Mikel Merino. And the thing is, everyone can jump up and down that Mikel Merino scores goals and this and that. Mikel Merino is a midfielder playing up front. Yeah, so he's naturally more likely to link play than a striker who ain't got a touch. Yeah, so he's not going to be the link-up man. The amount of times I see our striker running back towards our own goal to receive the ball. Yeah, so at the weekend with Tarkowski, he's in a wrestling match with Tarkowski on the halfway line because he's running back that way. He's now got a dead touch. He's got to try and hold the ball to now link it round the corner somewhere. And he's got Tarkowski jumping all over the fucking back of him. It's like, mate, why don't you put that ball over the top of Tarkowski and let him have a foot race with him? But you can't do that because then it comes straight back, wouldn't it? If he don't win it. Yeah, then they're on the counter. Yeah, it's an absolute joke, man. If we had this geezer Cherky playing for Arsenal, yeah, he wouldn't be allowed to do what he's doing at City. But that's my 2 pennies worth anyway.
No, facts. And the thing is, this Cherky's only going to he's going to get better. I mean, he's just going to get better and better and better. And Odegaard should be levels now. Odegaard should be absolute. He should be on everyone's lips now. Odegaard. He should be absolutely.
Some players just reach their nadir. I mean, it's ceiling. Sometimes,
I think that's where he is. I think that's where he is.
Well, there's some players you think, you know what, he can only get better. You know, we look at Saliba, we think, you know what, he could get better. The only reason why, you know the reason why a lot of fans are hard on Bukayo Saka, and it's not because they think he's a bad player, because they know there's more. He's capable of more.
Yeah,
he's just doing enough. You know, yeah, a good cross. Oh yeah, give him man of the match. Good dribble, holds the ball up, beats a couple of players, has a shot on goal, gets clear to the line, give him man of the match. Yeah. Come on, we need more than that. That's why I have a go at Saka. And I think that's the reason why all of you guys will have a go at Saka, is because we need more from him.
Yeah.
When a team's not playing well, and you're grinding out results, you need that cutting edge. And the cutting edge has to come from Saka. Come on, Goicoechea should not even be part of this conversation. This is Saka's team. It hasn't changed. You can spend £100 million on Goicoechea. It's Saka's team. So if this is Saka's team, and people are thinking that Saka is being fanned more and being seen as the main man at Goicoechea's expense, well, deliver, mate. Deliver. We're going to need you. We're going to need you tomorrow. We're going to need you in the last few games, because we can just about stomach the other players not playing well. But we can't accept it, because, as I said before, you don't play well, we don't win the league, because the teams are built around your strengths. That's
do you think it is built around him, not rather? I think it's more built around the captain.
Well, you say that. Yeah, but who does the captain find? Who's the first port of call for the captain when he gets the ball?
Saka.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from, but I just think I think there's too much emphasis on Odegaard. I mean, look how quickly he's come back into the team and he's playing. He shouldn't be
trust. It's level trust, isn't it? It's
crazy.
The thing with Eze and the situation is that he's another one where time's not his best friend. No matter how much we spent on him and how much the fanfare is around him and how much what he did at Crystal Palace, it's his Arsenal, man. Same with Goicoechea, what he did at Lisboa and Coventry. It's his Arsenal. You know what you're signing up for when you play for Arsenal. When I say this is Arsenal, this is Mikel's Arsenal.
Yeah, and the thing is, they all treble their wages, so they don't really care.
Yeah,
I'm sure Gyökeres does care, because he wants to score goals. Yeah, but he was on 45 grand a week at Sporting. He's on 200 at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the fucking extra 150 grand a week is going to soften the blow, isn't it?
You know what footballers just say. As long as he's playing, he gets a few games. Arteta's the best thing since sliced bread. But the next man who replaces him, he'll love him as well.
Yeah, Noni Madueke came out on TNT the other day and said Arteta's a world-class coach. Like, yeah, of course he is, mate. He's trebled your wages, son.
That's why you're benched every game and you can't get on.
Yeah, scores a screamer against Bruges the other night.
ain't
Yeah,
set
ain't
foot-
played
he ain't-
since.
He hasn't touched grass since. This is what I mean. But the thing is, for me, that's worrying, Kenny. I mean, if we're building this team around Saka and Saka, it's got to come from other areas if we're going to go on. To win
Of course, it's going to come from there.
And that's going to be his biggest downfall, isn't it? And this is what we've been saying. This is why this manager will fail, because he's set in his ways. He's got his favourites. He's got his players. It all evolves around Saka. There's nothing coming on the left. Gyökeres is being frozen out. They're not playing to his strengths. He's being frozen out. It's all getting predictable. Saka's not really on form. So if Saka breaks down and gets injured, we're basically knackered again, aren't we?
Well, when 29 comes back, Gyökeres is getting dropped. So that would be the same team as last season without Partey, but then Zubimendi in instead.
It'd be the same team. It'd be the same team, but you ain't got Thomas Partey in there. You got Zubimendi in there.
But the thing about it, right,
that's nothing.
Yeah, but the problem with Mick, the thing is, right, obviously we spoke on other shows. We've got to just get.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes,
we don't have to get with the programme, but we have to face a few realities with Mikel's Arsenal. Zubimendi's going nowhere. It will work until it gets right. You know, if he has to learn the job and do his bit, then that's it. Mikel is not going to replace him under any circumstances. If Zubimendi doesn't play, he's rested. He's not dropped. He's rested. He is now the DM for all DMs under Mikel. Saka, we know about Saka. Odegaard, you know, it was never in doubt. Even if Eze can score as many hat tricks he can, but it was never in doubt him getting the team back in the team. You know, there are untouchables in this guy's team. But what you're seeing in the untouchables is that all those untouchables have had injuries, and they'll have more injuries because there's a massive gap tactically between them and their understudies. Because Arteta don't trust the understudies. Those understudies get regular games if there's injuries. That's the only time they play. That's reality.
And that's a worry because they're getting no game time in their legs, are they? They're just relying on an injury to come straight in right at the thick of things. You know, it is a worry, isn't it? I mean, it's a worry. And I don't understand it. Our players are not getting minutes. I mean, Palace tomorrow is an ideal opportunity now, isn't it, to play Madueke and Wanyeri, surely.
Well, I think Madueke play Wanyeri is a strange one. But you know the irony of tomorrow is that Timber has to play because there's injuries. Can you believe it? You would have thought Ben White would play to prevent Timber from having an injury. Because Ben White's injured and we've got no right backs, he's got to play. That's the irony of the situation.
Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. I mean, I don't know how we're going to do against. I don't know what team he's going to put out tomorrow. I do, roughly. I mean, I reckon he'll go. Do you reckon he'll go strong, Jez, tomorrow? Palace?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think he's got to. He's got to. Because he's got to win silverware, man. And look, you know, I've said this before. I don't know if you and Kenny will agree with me on this. But he's got to go strong. Because if he can win this cup, right, it might give the belief to this team that, hey, actually, we can win shit. We can actually win something.
Mm.
Now, that's just my view. He's got to go big, DJ. He's got to. He cannot afford to throw.
No, I don't think he can afford to slip up in any cup. But
Josh Kroenke's told. Look, he made the statement right at the start of the season. We have to win trophies this season. Now, whether that's the influence from Berta, since he's come in and Berta's reported back and said, "Look, come on, you got to sort this shit out."
Mm.
I'm not obviously going to say he said it like I've just said it. Of course, he did said it in much more a diplomatic way than that. But the statement came out, from Josh Kroenke, we have to win trophies this season. So that manager now is in the quarterfinals against Crystal Palace. So he's got to go out big. He's got to make a statement, DJ. He's got to make a statement and say, right, I'm here, Arsenal are here, and we're going for it now. Arsenal are at home, so we're on home ground. We've got to make we've got to put a stamp on it, mate. But
I think he'll stick to his back four, but I think he'll make changes. I think he might start with Madueke on the right. Personally,
sorry to cut in, lads. Here, give me 5 minutes. I just need to go and do something quickly. Yeah, I just got to give somebody a hand. Yeah, give me 5. Sorry, DJ.
That curry's cutting you up, mate. You know.
You know, the team kind of picks itself, doesn't it? Because you think about it.
Do you think you'll start with Madueke, Kenny? Do you think you'll start with Madueke?
I think Madueke, Martinelli on the left. I think up top is going to be Gyökeres again. I think he should. I think he will.
Not Marino.
I think Marino playing in midfield. I think the midfield. I think Declan Rice would be rested for now. Yeah. I think that Marino, Zubimendi. No, I think it'd be Marino, Wanyeri, and Zubimendi. I think right back is Tim. Tim's got to play now.
Okay.
I think Tim's got to start at right back because we ain't got no right backs. Left back's going to be Miles Lewis Skelly. Centre halves are going to be Saliba because we haven't got any centre halves because it'll be Saliba and Incape. And it'll be Kepa in goal. I think, and then what he'll do, he'll have to like big boys on the bench because I think at the end of the day,
just in case
it's not going to go extra time. It's not going to get extra time. It's a draw at the end of 90. It goes to penalties, but I can categorically tell you now, Crystal Palace are going strong. Without a shadow of doubt.
Palace is strong. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm Shane's in the chat. I was just about to say I think he'll go with Rice tomorrow. I don't think he'll rest Rice tomorrow. Oh dear. I don't know. He's got to play Madueke on the right. He's got to rest Saka. He has to rest Saka.
He's been shit. He's been bloody awful.
Don't be surprised if he does play Saka because fact is that he won't resist it. Look, remember Wenger in 2010, 2011 when we were getting up to 6 years without silverware. He went strong in the Carling Cup, and unfortunately, two idiots. One thought he was the best goalkeeper since probably Lev Yashin. Now plays for Barcelona. How does he play for Barcelona? That guy. That's another story. And then we had the wimp who actually became a captain. Those two idiots cost us against Birmingham.
Yeah. Oh, don't. That was awful.
Yeah. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it when that goal winning, where we're basically the whole. I was the only one left in the away end, in the Arsenal end, because everyone went home as soon as they scored. It was just like a drone. And it was like a cry, a groan, which turned into a drone, and you thought, "Oh God!"
Chesney,
and it was raining as well. Do you remember it, guys?
I do. Yeah.
Chesney and Koscielny, isn't it? Do you remember being in a stadium where we thought we was going to extra time?
It's one of the last games at the Emirates.
Yeah. Do you remember it at Wembley where as soon as they got into each other's way and Obafemi Martins put the ball in the net, there wasn't actually. It wasn't silence, just a big groan of about 50,000 Arsenal fans groaning at the same time. And people just went over. We knew it was over. We didn't care about it. I stayed because I'm one of those sad people that I stay to see my boys get their medals, regardless losers or not. I'm not one of them. Like people go to me, I said, tell you what, you can sod off. Those guys have got me to the final, so I'm gonna see it through and make sure that I see them get their medals. At the end of the day, someone's got.
That's the thing, isn't it? This is a cup we've got to win, though. This is a cup we've got to win. I mean, we ain't. Yeah. We need a trip to Wembley. This is a cup we've got to win. So, if we crash out tomorrow, the aftermath of this will be relentless,
massive.
Well, but we haven't got an easy one. We've got Chelsea. They're going to be on.
Defended. You know it. You know it, guys. He'll get defended. You know it.
Can you imagine crashing out of this? I'll tell you, it'd be honestly.
Jez is right though. He will get defended for
Black
simple
Christmas.
reasons. Like, you got to remember that whenever Arsenal play, there's always like a waiting script. There's always a script for a draw, a script for a win, a script for like for a loss, and there's another script, secondary scripts for a scrappy win, and a secondary script for an amazing, great performance. So basically, because there's about 5 scripts, at hand, depending on the result tomorrow.
You actually, it's a quick question, right? Quick question. Do you actually reckon, being honest, do you reckon Arsenal can win that League Cup? Do you reckon they can win it? Do you reckon?
I definitely think we're in the mix to win it. Oh yeah, you can't say you can't sort of get to the quarter final.
It won't be easy.
It won't be easy.
I mean, Chelsea.
I've just got a feeling we'll probably scrape through hook or by crook tomorrow, and then over 2 legs against Chelsea, I think we'll crash out.
Oh, Chelsea and then Man City are going to be strong. They're going to go for it. They're going to think one on a frame.
I think we'll crash out against Chelsea over 2 legs. Personally,
I bet you know what I think. I reckon Newcastle will fluke it against Man City because this is their realistically this is their best chance of silverware, and they're the holders. And then Chelsea, you know what? I can't talk about the Chelsea game because we got to play Palace first. It'll be like poor form because we've been here before. We've been in quarterfinals where we've seen the kind of gates of Wembley, and all of a sudden, bang, 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 we get put on our arse with a right hand that we don't see.
Yeah,
a bit like Jake Paul.
Oh, that was what is it with that? What then boxing? What a waste of time in boxing.
80 grand, $80,000. $80 million.
Yeah,
$80 million.
AJ being the most overrated heavyweight I've ever seen in my life, anyway. But that's another story.
I'll tell you one thing. The ladies love him.
I don't care whether the ladies love him or not. He's the most overrated heavyweight I've ever seen. He's terrible. He wouldn't last 5 minutes with Lennox Lewis. The Gypsy King will put him down.
Gypsy.
I'm sorry.
That's a dream, innit? The Gypsy King, that's a dream, innit?
I'm told that was the biggest shit show in boxing.
70 million, though, Jez. 70. I mean, the money they get for that is ridiculous.
I'm told. I'm told. I'm not a boxing fan. Never have been really. I'm told that was the most embarrassing boxing match.
It's a gimmick.
It was basically like it was a script. It was like a script where basically for the integrity of the show, not boxing, but the show and the event, Jake Paul couldn't be knocked out in the first round. It had to last, and Joshua had to go along with it.
Did he get his jaw broken?
Yeah, because eventually Joshua had to, knock him out. But you notice with Joshua, he was throwing punches which had no chance of landing, and he was always on sort of like he was always at distance.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but if you look at it, you see the end of the fight where he threw a jab, which he knew wasn't going to land. He wasn't even setting him up. Then he threw a left hook which glanced him, and that's when Jake Paul got tired. And then when he actually felt the punch, he went woo, as if to say,
such a gimmick. All them sort of
as if to say, terrible. I live to take a punch from Joshua.
Look, you guys know more about this than I will ever know, right? Was that not like a mismatch? You got.
Yeah, of course it was.
Massive.
Massive. Look, you got a professional world champion, right, against an amateur. Well, what is he an amateur? Jake Paul?
No, he's professional. He's a professional boxer.
He's a YouTuber, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, but he's got a license from the Nevada Boxing Commission.
He's up against a guy who's like up there against. It's like me and you, Kenny.
Yeah,
let's not be rude.
But you know what? He's managed to get.
It's the sort of fight AJ needed, though, just to get him back on the script, isn't it? It's like all them failed actors and singers that go on, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Do you know what I mean?
The problem with boxing, because there's so much money in boxing at the moment, boxers are gone back to what they were originally before we created world champions, prize fighters. That's why you think with Turkey Al Sheikh, with the money he's on offer. And then you've got Jake Paul, MVP. and
What's the
Netflix
point,
getting involved.
What
The
is
price
the
fighters.
point? What is the point?
Money,
Because-
Jez.
Well, yeah, okay, but it's a
70
bit-
million. I think I'd run around the ring and get.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Jez?
For that,
You know
I
what it is,
reckon.
Jez, right?
It's a bit.
It wasn't for you. That fight weren't for you, though.
Regis.
Yeah, but that fight weren't for you, though, Jez. That fight was for every casual that doesn't like boxing, that likes Jake Paul, all the women who fancy Joshua, and a few boxing fans who thought, you know what, I haven't had a decent bit of boxing for a few weeks, so we better watch it. They sold the story. Everyone was talking about it.
Thing is, Kenny, I'm not gonna. I'm not. Look, I did watch one boxing match last year. I did pay to watch it. You were there.
I was at Eubank Ben.
Yeah, you were there, right?
Yeah, that's right,
I did actually pay to watch it, and I'm thinking, I'm not sitting up to 4 o'clock in the bloody morning to watch this shit show mismatch against a world champion against the guy that, well, you call him a professional. I respect you because you know better than me. But I'm thinking, I ain't fucking paying to watch that.
No, it was free. It was free. If you got Netflix, it was free. So if you got a Sky subscription,
I cancelled Netflix off years ago.
oh, all right. But if you had, with my net thing, I got Netflix on every TV and in every home I've got. It's all got Netflix. So all I had to do is just stay up. And all right, you know how the fight's on. My daughter, who's not a sports fan, she thought she was an expert. She knew about Jake Paul. She taught me about Jake Paul, but she wanted to watch it.
No, I couldn't watch it. I'd sooner watch Scrooge.
He's a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
he used to be. He's
a
but
boxer now.
yeah, he's probably got 2 steel rods in his jaw as well. That's easier to get in the ring
He
with
got
AJ,
banned.
mate.
You do know he got banned from YouTube, don't you?
Oh, right. It was his brother because of the suicide in Japan, isn't it? When he's filmed.
Akihara. He photographed that hanging.
Yeah. That was his brother. That wasn't him. That was his brother.
Oh, Logan Paul.
Yeah, but he's in WWE now, isn't he? He's a wrestler now. Anyway, here's what it is. Apologies for that, by the way. That's going to take a fuck ton of boxes out to the car. All day to do it, and they turn up now. Do you know what I mean?
No, Lee, come on. That's that beef curry you just cooked.
No.
I don't know, man. I don't think. Well, he's not sweating.
No. 1-0 to Napoli, by the way, in the Supercoppa Italia final. David Neres with a goal.
Are you sure you're not going to watch Fulham versus not the Forest?
I'm watching Bilbao versus Espanyol, mate.
Come on, mate. Last time Fulham's played a live game at their ground, there was no defending. It was basically rush goalie, and it was 5-4.
Rush goalie, winning goal.
Come on, you think
Next
about the
wins.
goals, Man City, you might as well be rush goalie.
Dear.
That's crazy. Do you think he's actually going to change up the team tomorrow? That was a bad boy goal as well. What a goal that is. Odegaard did never score that goal, by the way.
No,
Perhaps
we've
at
already
top
picked
bins.
the team. Lee, we've already picked. Well, I've picked the team. I don't know whether anyone's team selection, but I didn't pick Declan Rice, but I picked Gyökeres up top. I picked Madueke instead of Saka, and I picked. I dropped Calafiori and played Miles Lewis-Skelly.
What about Gyökeres? You dropping Gyökeres as well, yeah?
No, I didn't. I started him.
Yeah, I'd start him as well.
Yeah,
I'd start him. Yeah, get him a couple of goals, hopefully.
No,
Yeah,
we did take out Saka though for Madueke.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that. Yeah, that's not allowed. Star boy has to
take
play.
Saka out. Take Saka out.
Well, we have.
Kepa in goal. We got Kepa in goal, Lee.
Yeah. Hey, we better
Got
fucking win this
Timber
game.
right back.
I swear to God.
We got Timber and Saliba playing.
dear.
So we got no defenders, and we got
Yeah,
no
we've got the
right
normal
backs.
back four. We've got the back four: Timber, Saliba, the Ecuadorians, Kolasinac, Hincapié.
And then we dropped Calafiori because you know it's funny to say that.
Skelly's in, isn't he? Skelly's coming.
You know something that we haven't mentioned is that Calafiori's positioning on Saturday was quite interesting. Everything Lee said about Calafiori, I was thinking, you know what? I wonder what Lee Gunner thinks about Calafio's positioning, where he was anywhere but left back.
I
But I'm
actually
saying,
thought he was one of our better players at the weekend.
Yeah, but it was
hard to-
positioning, because me and Monroe were talking about his position and thinking, hey, good here. Why is King Cape having to be dragged out?
Yeah.
Dragged out to left back.
He's never at left back, ever. He's never there.
How is he allowed to have the freedom of the whole football pitch? Yet our number 10 and Eze and everything, as our attacking players have got to be like regimental in can't.
It's
You gotta
upside
be
down
here, you
football,
gotta
DJ.
But
You know what it is?
he can go
You know-
anywhere. He
you
can
know
go
it
in the
is.
car park. He can go in the car park and go
Yeah,
McDonald's.
but you know it is in Pep. If you play for Pep, Amorim, and Mikel Arteta, if you're good on the ball, you could, and you happen to play in defence, you could do what you want. Like, for instance, like before he got injured, Lisandro Martinez at Man United, he had a bit of a free role. He started off defence, but he was able to bring the ball because he's good on the ball. And I think Pep, you look at Calafiori, because he's good on the ball and he's got the athleticism to get back. I think that's why he is. Like I said,
It's upside down though. It's upside down. Our attackers are defensive, and our defensive players are attackers.
Yeah.
It's like we're playing upside down team. Like, why don't you just put all of them up front, put Jokeris at centre half? Like, what game was it the other week where we had 3 of our players? I think it was Sunderland. Yeah, it was Sunderland, when we had a chance in the first half, and we had 3 of our back 4 in Sunderland's box, but our striker weren't in there. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah, we had Timber and both our centre backs in their penalty box. How does that even make sense when we're on a break? Where the fuck's our midfield? Yeah, and where's our striker? Not in the penalty box. Saka was in the box, and then 3 defenders.
That's about
it's
right,
all upside down, mate.
Yeah, but that's about right. When you say Saka's in the box, that's about right, because our inverted wingers are goal scorers. Before they create things, you know what I mean?
True.
No,
It's not
True.
sustainable. Definitely not.
no, it's not. We've got some big games coming up. We've got Brighton coming up. Then we've got Villa. They've won 10 straight games.
Then Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool, Forest.
If Bournemouth to improve from their drought, because is that a winnable? Is that a game we're gonna win? We should, or a game we should win, or it's going to be a difficult game. Bournemouth in about a couple of weeks' time.
Good question. Yeah, that's on the 3rd, isn't it? Yeah, that's sandwiched in
yeah.
between Villa and Liverpool,
Yeah.
That's right.
and that's away as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's
Bournemouth's
everyone's
tough.
views of Liverpool? Are Liverpool still got a soft underbelly, or are they coming back into a bit of form?
Oh, that's an argument.
I watched them against Tottenham. Yeah, they were wobbling, man. Yeah, against 10 men and 9 men. So I don't know. I don't think they're that good, and I think we can get them.
I had that impression, from a midfield point of view, defensively, creativity.
How's that not a red card, by the way?
It wasn't convincing. But they've still got good players. Still, you know what I mean. I think Wirtz, believe it or not, he's quietly,
he's improving.
Getting into position. He's creating a lot of chances.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
getting used to it.
Yeah.
Well, he could.
And TK still scores goals, Kenny. TK still scoring.
And the thing with Wirtz as well, right? I see LB put on his Insta post the other day. Yeah, and it was all the chances. And the same with us, with our striker. It's just different because he's their number 10. Yeah, but the amount of times their wingers are not passing Wirtz the ball when he's wide open for tap-ins is crazy. Yeah, LB posted out a reel on it. Yeah, and it's the same with our striker. Yeah, look at Tom Canton was sitting there doing a whole, we can't use the chance creation thing anymore because he's getting the supply. Yeah, he said he should have been on the end of that shot that Martinelli had against Wolves. Yeah, I'm like, bro, it was a shot. Martinelli should have just squared it. It's a tap-in. Yeah. And he was at the back stick, and Martinelli just whips it past the back stick. And then the one where Saka fired one across the box. Yeah, it's the same with Wirtz. Yeah, their wingers are so greedy, and our wingers are so greedy. Yeah, that they don't get their head up. Saka's first thought is just to drop his shoulder and take a shot.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, isn't it?
But he's had to take the mental of that because he's had to take the mental of being our main man in all aspects of our attack, and invariably he's been our top goal scorer invariably. So he's not going to change anytime soon because we got Gyökeres.
No,
I hear it.
I mean, them games coming up, it all depends on what squad we've got and injuries and whoever goes down, because I still think we're 2 injuries away from a complete disaster. You know,
yeah.
if Saka, I mean, even though Saka ain't playing brilliant, if he goes down, if we lose Rice, then we've got problems. But I think tomorrow he's going to play Marino up front. I don't think he's going to play Gyökeres personally.
I think he'll put Marino up front.
I think he's going to play Marino up front, and I think he's going to stick with Rice and Zubimendi in midfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marino's going to get service that Gyökeres don't get.
Exactly.
The funny thing that makes me laugh with this manager, though, he sat there and said in the press conference before the game, he said, "Oh, yeah, but Martin Zubimendi wasn't in the open training because we need to manage his minutes." And then he starts him and plays the whole game. What are we doing here? And he'll probably play tomorrow. Yeah. So are you managing his minutes, or was that a load of bollocks then? Yeah, because maybe he's playing with an injury. Maybe that explains why he's been so trashed this season. Yeah, Saliba's still playing with an injury. Yeah, we had to risk him. His words, the manager's words. And when he sits there and says, "Oh, we had to risk him," no, you didn't. Yeah, Ben White. Oh, yeah, well, we had to risk him. That worked out well, didn't it, mate? Yeah, why are you risking players when you have other players that can play? Yeah, what happened? He could have put Norgard at centre back. He'd done it in the game before, didn't he? Obviously not this weekend gone. I'm talking about the game before against Wolves. Yeah, he'd done it against Bruges. Put Norgard at centre back. Why didn't he put him in that game instead of risking Ben White or Saliba? Why didn't he put Salmon at right back? Because he brought him off the bench in Bruges. Yeah, we're playing the worst team in the Prem. Why didn't he put them in? So go on, lad, go and make a name for yourself. Yeah, instead he risks our players and then they get injured. Yeah, it's so annoying, man. If Declan Rice plays tomorrow, yeah, I've said this the other week, and don't be surprised if Declan don't see the end of January. Yeah, because I'm saying that the amount of games we got in January, 8 games. Yeah, it's going to be freezing cold, probably all the years. Yeah, the muscle is going to be a bit tighter. He's already running on fumes by the looks of it. Don't be surprised if he does hamstring.
Trouble is that we've got so many hard games.
Fingers crossed he don't. But
the thing about it is that we've got so many hard games that it's one of the things that because of the energy he brings to our team, you notice it when he's not playing. And you know me, I've always wanted more from Declan, and I've always never bought into the fact that Declan Rice is like the best midfielder around. I always thought he had to earn it. But one thing I have conceded is that you're taking out the heartbeat of our team and the energy.
Oh, I always say if you take Rice out of this team, that's it. He's the sort. I've always said if you when Rice ain't playing, you notice it, didn't you? You just notice it in any team.
Tempo wise as well. You think about it.
Yeah.
Zubimendi, as a DM, should be setting a tempo in terms of like moving the ball, but in terms of like not only do you have to move the ball when you're setting a tempo, you've got to have runners. A midfield runner, and Declan's that man. I don't see anyone who's got that kind of energy to get up and down, do his work defensively, do his work in attacking areas like Declan has. That'd be a big miss if he gets injured.
Oh, yeah. Oh, massive. Huge miss.
100%. And then we got these super chats real quick. Big up to Matty as well, man. Bless up, bro. Big up Southern Guna, mate. Hope you're well, man. Big up Vegas. Arteta doesn't sign French players, so we miss out on the likes of Ekatike and Cherky. He loaned Saliba out twice before he got a chance. He hasn't actually bought a single French player since he's been here, which is mad, really, isn't it?
True.
Very weird, considering Wenger was buying French players left, right, and centre. Mad. And there we go. Big up Vegas, bro. Hope you're well, buddy. Big up comrades. Odegaard's been a pro since 15. He's washed up. He'll get loaned out after they can't sell him because of his salary.
That's actually a very good point, because you think about it. I always look at players, when you start them early, there has to be burnout. Not saying it's happened early, God, but look at Michael Owen.
The thing with Odegaard, yeah, is what? This is 10th, 11th season as a pro. Yeah, the mileage he's got for club and country. Yeah, and let's be real, his career's amassed to 1 trophy at Sociedad, and he's played for Arsenal and Real Madrid. Yeah, he's a failed wonder kid. That's literally all he is.
Really
He's a failed wonder kid.
Was he really at Real Madrid, or was he just a registered footballer?
Just a registered footballer, pretty much. They loaned him out to Holland, and then Sociedad. They loaned him out to the Dutch league, mate.
I definitely think he's reached his ceiling. He's one of them
He ain't
players.
getting any better. No chance of getting better.
He's just burst onto the scene. He's had a couple of good seasons with Arsenal on and off, and that's it. I think that's it now.
His goals have dried up, haven't they?
He's definitely one player in the summer that if you could sell him and still get money for him, I'd sell him 100%.
Yeah, I've been him in Jan.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been him. Get rid of him. Yeah, he's no good, mate.
He's
He slows every single thing down. Did you see at the weekend, yeah, when we were on the counter attack and he could have passed Gyökeres the ball 4 times, then he overhits it and it goes towards the corner flag.
Yeah,
and you're literally right next to him, mate.
Yeah,
we're paying this guy 240 grand a week.
Something's changed because against Olympiacos, he was looking for him early. He was getting the ball forward, and also it's changed. I always say that either it's the manager's instructions, but if you're the manager in the field, it's trust. Does he? I always say, whenever you play any kind of football, you don't rate the player near you. You won't use him. Or if you rate the player, his teammate, a bit higher, he'll be the first port of call. Like, you know, you always saw with Man United when Cantona was a team.
Kenny,
Cole, great position.
Kenny, you have to ask the question, right? If he couldn't make it at Real Madrid, one of the greatest teams in world football, he couldn't break into the first team there. He's not going to make it world class, is he? And he's not going to make it anywhere else, because at the end of the day, the best of the best. If you can't be the best of the best in a class team like Real Madrid, why the fuck have we got him?
I think we got him initially because he was meant to be a Mesut Ozil with work rate, and there were times where, you know, those seasons when we. Don't you think that's
expecting second best though, Kenny?
Yeah, he's not a patch of Mesut Ozil when it comes to sort of like creativity numbers. Goals wise, I think he's better than Ozil, but the thing is, he's just faded since he's come back from injury last season. It's not the same no more. It's not the same, and it stop, start. Don't get me wrong. You'll see a good few good games, and you think, you know what, we're going to see a bit of form here. Or when he comes on for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, like Newcastle, he changes the game. You think, right, he's back. Doesn't mix it.
When was the last time he actually played a great game for 90 minutes?
I'm
struggling to remember.
Kenny, though, would you say?
Well, Mike Keogh thought it was Aston Villa.
Would you say though, Kenny? Would you say though, Odegaard against Ozil in his prime? There's no comparison, is there?
Oh, come on, there's Ozil. Mesut Ozil's one of the. I always say Mesut Ozil. He's got a unique talent to play football that I haven't seen in a long time. But the problem with Mesut Ozil is that for a player of that category, the goal return should be better. The goal return should have been better, and the consistency should have been better for us. Can you imagine if Mesut Ozil actually produced the performances at Real Madrid, what we would have won?
But that comes back to Arsene Wenger playing him for 90 minutes every week when Jose was playing him for 60, 65 every week at Madrid.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, so he'd get the best out of him for 60, 65 minutes. Helps when you got Ronaldo bagging every fucking chance you give him. Yeah, so it makes you look even better. But his passing was a joke. When he was on it, Ozil, he was class, wasn't he?
Yeah, but, Can we say critically and rationally that he only had one good season for us, 15, 16?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, mate, he's the most overrated footballer I've seen in my life. Yeah, but when he was on it, he was insane. But he just weren't on it. He never fancied it at Arsenal. When you looked at him at Schalke, and you looked at him at Real Madrid, you're like, fucking hell, he's a player. Come to Arsenal, he just didn't want to be there.
Well, what
did not want to be there, mate.
Germany was brilliant for them as well.
So I'm saying he didn't want to play for us, mate.
He was a class player when he was on it, 100%.
The thing is, Lee, this is a serious indictment of what Arsenal do, right? We brought in Mesut Ozil. Now, when we brought him in, I thought, fucking hell, yeah.
That's
come
a
on.
fine.
Well,
Sorry.
this is legend, right? But what we did was the usual shit, right? We put him on silly money, and he's come in and he's gone, thank you very much, Arsenal. Thank you very much. And we had one great season, 2015-16, and he was a legend. He was brilliant. He was brilliant. But after that, he dropped off the cliff. And what did we do? 2 years later, 3 years later, give him more money.
350.
And he's like, whoa, thank you very much indeed. I can afford a turkey at Christmas. Thank you very much.
I'll never forget when I was up at Anfield. We got fucking hammered 4-0 that day. Yeah, Salah run the whole length of the pitch. Yeah, I'll never forget that fucker sitting on the floor. Barely got touched. He sat on the floor and he was punching the grass while they're breaking away. I thought, you're a fucking wanker, you, mate. Yeah. The geezer barely touched him. Yeah, literally. And he's just sat on the floor and he's punching the
That
grass.
was embarrassing, wasn't it, Lee? That was.
Oh, that fucking mate,
Seriously,
that
that's
game.
the Arsenal way.
But that's why they're so. Sorry, Jez, go on.
Long. We've done it for way too long.
Mm.
We bring these players in when they're on their peak, if I say it that way, and then they disappear. This guy, Odegaard, right? Brought him in, scrub, if you ask my opinion, and then he comes in, we give him more money. And this is what we do. Why do we do that? Why do we do reward failure? And it is rewarding failure. Because if you're not good enough, back in the day, you'd say, after 3-year contract, nah, sorry, mate, you ain't worth it. We'll let you go. No, what we do is say, oh, yeah, we'll give you another 100 grand a week. Maybe that'll make you play better.
We've done the same with Trossard.
Fucking hell, man.
We've done exactly the same with Trossard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trossard's got a pay rise. Why? Why did he get a pay rise? Pay rise for what, mate?
Exactly.
Right, when Odegaard came into this club, he was on 80 grand a week. Yeah, that was his wage at Real Madrid. Yeah, 80 grand a week. We then bring him in and sign him properly. Yeah, give him 115. You're like, okay, well, that ain't too much of a jump. That's cool. His next contract's 240. How'd you go from 115 to 240? Can somebody explain that?
Fuck knows.
You've gone from 80 to 240 in 2-3 years.
And club captain.
How do you reward?
And won nothing.
And club captain.
How do you reward players, right? How do you reward players that win nothing? What you're doing, before I shut up, you're rewarding failure.
You know it is in modern football.
Hang on, Kenny.
Go on, sorry.
Hang on, sorry, mate. What you should be saying to these players is, you haven't won fuck all, so actually, I'm making you give you a pay cut because you're not good enough.
That's what they should do. They should pay him on performance, mate.
Right. So actually, if you don't actually perform on a weekly basis, I'm knocking 5k off your weekly wage.
Yeah.
That should be in a clause in your contract, right? That you don't, and you can do all that sort of shit. If you don't perform to the levels that you should be doing, and you can set standards, you can do it, right? And say, actually, you haven't performed, so therefore you're actually failing.
Wow,
Therefore, if you get match bonuses, scoring a goal or doing whatever, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you haven't performed, so therefore, this week, gentlemen, you haven't actually achieved. Like you haven't won. I'll tell you what I would do.
They should only get paid if they win a football match.
If I owned Arsenal Football Club, right? If I was the owner, I'd be saying to the players, right, in your contracts, if you sign for Arsenal, this is how it's going to bloody work, right? Match bonuses if you win. Well done, fantastic, brilliant. If you don't win, then you're on minus 10 grand.
Yeah. You know what? I think you know it. I think in sports like America, in Australia, I think you can do that because simple reasons, and you can do it in the Championship.
You can,
but you know what? In the Premiership, you know the problem with the Premiership is that all the games are shown all over the world, and you know what the players argue for when they get new contracts? They don't actually argue for performance-related play. They argue for their image rights. That's how they transfer more money. Like Saka, Odegaard, club captain, vice captain. They're arguing about their image rights. So the club are using their face for blah blah. So you've got to give us more money. It all started with Eric Cantona when he left Man United because they were making a lot of money with his image rights, and he wasn't getting the money. And I think since then, footballers, what your 300 grand a week isn't actually because you're a good player, it's because your image rights. That's the problem.
I swear with Bukayo Saka as well.
What's that?
I swear with Bukayo Saka as well. Yeah, the amount of times he gets man of the match. Yeah, like he got man of the match at the weekend. For what, mate? Yeah, who gave it to him? Alan Smith. And I guarantee, yeah, all of these people that give out these man of the match awards that are Arsenal related, yeah, ex-players, etc. I guarantee they know that these men are getting paid a bonus for man of the match awards. Because the amount of times Saka gets man of the match and he's nowhere near the best player on the pitch, yeah, he must get a bonus for getting man of the match. He must get a bonus for that, I'm telling you. Yeah, did you see the interview straight after the game? Did you see the interview straight after the game when Gyökeres had to give him the man of the match award? Did you see how awkward that was? You see how awkward that was? If Saka's standing like that, yeah, Gyökeres is like, there's something going on there. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if there's something going on there.
What are you saying? Are you saying that Keown and Smithy get a little cut in the post for giving the man a match?
They might get a magnum of champagne at Christmas, Kelly.
I want to cut. If I want to cut, I don't want the magnum of champagne. I don't drink. I want the money.
Show me the money. Hey, he's winning the final, by the way. It's just kicked off second half. David Neres with an absolute banger, top bins. 1-0. Rasmus went clean through. Defender should have got a straight red, and he only gave me a yellow. Pulled him back. Bilbao just kicked off. Their stadium looks lit tonight, by the way. So I'm going to go and swerve over to the Bilbao Espanyol game. I'm not watching Fulham Forest. Sorry, Kenny. But I'm watching these two games. And then I'm chilling. But some big up to everyone who's locked in. Big up Unique as well, man. 55 months. Merry Christmas to you, my brother. Always shown love, man, from day one. I appreciate you, bro. Merry Christmas to you, bro. And big up to Dr. Tuxedo. Big up, bro. Terry Neal nearly signed Maradona in 1982. Good year, that. I was born that year. And the FA blocked the move because of an issue in the Falklands. Imagine if we'd got Maradona. Wow. Fucking hell.
That is true, actually. That is actually very true.
I knew Jez would know. I knew he'd know.
That is true.
Jez was part of the negotiations, wasn't you, Jez?
Can you imagine Maradona at Arsenal? That'd be fantastic.
It's all to do with Maldivas and all that shit, wasn't it? I mean,
right, can you imagine this manager with Maradona? Fucking hell, he'd have him a fucking centre back.
Fucking hell, yeah. Imagine it, Jesus.
He'd be like, no, sorry, why are you trying to dribble past 5 players? Just keep the ball, mate. You gave the ball away 15 times in that first half.
What are you doing? Yeah.
It's crazy.
You've got too much space here. You've got too much space. That's for Calafiori. What are you doing?
Big up to Scotty. Good comment that, by the way, mate. I never knew that. I can't lie. See, I've learned something new about the club today. Bless up, bruv. Big up Scotty as well. 30 French players have played for Arsenal. 28 made their debut under Wenger.
Wow.
How many Spanish players have played under Arteta? Because that'd be interesting.
Oh, what a save. Should have been
5, isn't it?
Spanish players?
Yeah, because he's used quite a few Spaniards in the team.
Zimmermendy, Marino, Mosquera. There's 3.
Think about his reign since he got the job 6 years ago.
There's 3 there currently, yeah.
Pablo Mari.
Pablo
Mari.
I
think he's 5, isn't it? Ceballos, 5.
Ceballos, 5.
I'll give you a little bit of history here.
I think he's 5.
I'll give you a little bit of history.
Kepa? No,
6.
Kepa's not.
Yeah, he's Spanish. Yeah, he's Spanish.
6.
In the 82, the
Raya.
The Falklands War, the French president, the Argentinian president right? After the fact
Thierry.
we sank the General Belgrano,
That's
and,
right. Yeah.
and the British government banned any communication with Argentina. And then after that, Arsenal wanted to sign Maradona,
Yep.
right? And it was banned by the Argentinian president. But in '88, it was lifted to the fact that Tottenham could sign 2 Argentinian players.
Ozzy Ardiles.
Yeah.
Is it Ardiles? Who was the other one?
Adidas and
Villa.
Fear and
That's it.
ideas.
That's it.
Ricky
Yeah.
Villa.
Fucking, they were some fucking players, weren't they? Jesus Christ.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
That's what I started-
Bellerin was the 8th one. There's 8 apparently that Spanish that have played under this manager. Bellerin was the missing man. He played yesterday. Okay, he needs to get a haircut, the fella. Like real talk.
Mascara Spanish, isn't it? Mascara Spanish.
Perhaps he's waiting for Man United to win 5 in a row, Lee, to get his haircut.
Did you see Aston Villa tweeted saying 10 in a row? Yeah, 10 wins in a row. Then they put a tweet straight underneath it and said, yeah, that Man United fella could have got his haircut twice.
Yeah, but you know what? So, Man United didn't play too badly, did they? But they just say, but Cunha, I think they needed 2 balls, one for the team, one for Cunha.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, Villa's an amazing run, isn't it? I mean, come on. I mean,
10
geez.
straight wins in all comps.
They'll come to an end of
They're
the
not going
30th,
anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
They'll come to the end of the
They're going to get
30th.
a couple in January as well, whether it be on loan or
Yeah, they didn't spend anything really massively in the summer. They had to get rid of players.
Yeah.
Hey, Villa got Chelsea on a 27th, isn't it?
Yeah. Then they got us.
Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
so
know what
they
it is,
got
though? Do you know what
2
wins them
games.
their games here? Because that Ollie Watkins has fallen off a cliff. If they had a striker, they'd be clear at the top of the league.
Don't need him, though. Don't need
No,
him.
but their midfield is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got so many options in midfield off the bench. Yeah, that's what wins them the game. Their keeper's decent as well, isn't he? Let's be real.
Hey, ex-Arsenal player Marlon scoring is effective off the bench, isn't he?
Yeah, look, man like Irv Gotti. He looks like Irv Gotti. He actually looks a bit like Tao, a chubby version of Tao.
Yeah.
A chubbier version. Big up everyone locked in, man. I just want to say Merry Christmas to the panel. Luke, bless up to you and yours, man. Merry Christmas to you. Obviously, we will be back tomorrow with the fan cams, but this podcast won't be back until, what day is it today?
Monday.
29th then. Are we playing? When do we play? 30th, isn't it?
Yeah. 29th, isn't it?
Yeah, next Monday. Is there any games on the 29th? I'd imagine there is, isn't there?
No, I don't think there is there?
No, you know, the rest
Prem,
of Europe, the rest of Europe have a Christmas break. Just saying.
Kenny and his Christmas fixtures again, yeah? Well, I'm pretty sure there'll be football on the 29th somewhere. Roma Genoa, Serie A. See, there you go.
That's
Roma Genoa.
That's why probably Italian football's at its worst, because they're having Christmas games.
Saudi League's on. We can watch that. Portugal, Porto are playing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Ivan Toney is all right. He's clear to play, isn't he?
Yeah, he scored tonight as well. They won 3-0.
Yeah, don't ask him for a selfie, eh?
Hey, you might as well just stay in Saudi and say there's no extradition treaty, is there?
What you do, whenever you see Ivan Toney, don't ask him for a selfie. Don't do that. Just don't do it.
On that bombshell.
Big up
to everyone who's locked
Christmas
in, man.
chat or happy holidays, whatever you celebrate.
What you got coming up, Jezza?
Tomorrow night is the annual Christmas show. I guess DJ, you'll be.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it, man.
Mine. Don't worry about it.
Christmas duties going on.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. It'd be the 6 o'clock show.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Kenny will be there. Lee, you did say you'd jump on, but if you can't, don't worry about it.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
And we've got Marie joining and Mama Flossie.
Oh, big up.
A few other guests.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. She's going to have a great Christmas because she's finally seen her team win a trophy.
When's this
And it
tomorrow,
was in
Jez?
colour.
Yeah. What, Mama?
No, she's seen Newcastle win something, and it was in
Big
colour.
up, Mama. Big up, Marie. Happy Christmas.
Probably have mine, good old Bully on there. You know who I'm talking about, the Nottingham Forest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is tomorrow at 6, yeah? 6 tomorrow. Yeah.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
It's just general football show and Christmas show for an hour max.
But then we get to watch Arsenal boil the shit out of us.
And then we go and watch the.
I don't do that anyway.
Anyway,
Right.
before we go, I just want to wish everyone a great Christmas. Lee, it's been a great year. Kenny Ken, it's always been a pleasure. DJB, it's a pleasure to have met you. Start of the season, my friend.
Yeah, bless up, Jez. It's been a great year. Thank you very much.
I can't believe it's been a year.
I know.
Fucking
I
year.
know. It's flown by.
Seriously. But
blown by. No, it's been an absolute privilege, my friend. Absolute privilege.
I've enjoyed every single show we've been on.
Yeah.
And to all the chat, to everybody out there, have a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. It's been a pleasure as always, and I'm looking forward to Christmas is my favourite time of year.
I hate it. I can't fucking stand it.
Well, yeah, it's all about my family and everything, and all that.
Absolutely.
I'll see you boys later and see you tomorrow.
No, bless up, Jez, man. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel. What you got coming up, DJ?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to miss the Christmas show tomorrow. But yeah, no, it's been an absolute brilliant year for me. I've met so many nice people in the chat, live on streams as well. Whether they've agreed with me or disagreed with me, it's been an absolute privilege. Unfortunately, I will be doing Christmas stuff tomorrow. I'm off to a panto, so
it can't be.
I will be back. I'm coming back. I'll be back tomorrow night, and I'm going to do a late night chat on my stream, the Huddle. I think it's going to start at a ridiculous time. If you're up and about and you're not busy, you can join me. It won't last for long, and then that'll be me until probably after Christmas. So,
man. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Make sure you sub to both their channels. Links pinned. Big up, DJ, man.
Yeah, but Merry Christmas to everyone and happy holidays, whatever you're doing. And Lee and Jez, Kenny, love to all the family as well, people.
All right.
What you got, Kenny?
Well, I'm with Jez tomorrow. I think I might have something at 9 o'clock. It depends time-wise. But I've got a question to ask a lot of people, football fans. How the hell did Douglas Luiz pull Alicia Lehmann?
Money.
Yeah, well.
She's overrated anyway.
What, football-wise?
Well, a bit of both.
There's no rating. There's no rating football-wise. It's scored the European Championships.
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need your love.
Money talks.
Money talk.
Let me talk.
DJ be like a little bit of a, you know.
Dirty cash. I like a bit of anything, Kenny, for the money's worth.
I see you.
I'll tell you. No, I like my music. I like my music.
Yeah, I love a bit of music, mate. 2-0. Yeah, Conte's about to win another trophy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. You guys were right about one thing. The Fulham Nottingham Forest game's a drag.
This fucking David Neres is on smoke, bro. I swear.
It's the Premiership, Kenny, isn't it? It's not going to be exciting, is it?
Yeah, but it's the best league.
That's why I'm watching Bilbao, mate. And I'm watching this Napoli game as well.
It's the best league in the world, they say.
Yeah, good one. It's got the best PR. That's about it. Other than that, it's trash,
that's
mate.
cool. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's crap. Listen, big up to everyone who's locked in, man. Make sure you are smashing the like button. If you're watching on playback, do likewise. Press the hype button. That'll help. Obviously, I'm going live now on the Reacts channel to watch some proper football. None of this Premier League shit. And I'm
on the OGs tonight. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Sorry, Lee.
There you go. And then tomorrow I'm live with Rants.
I'm on with Positive Dan.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Tonight, yeah?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
There you go.
Oh, that'd be Christmas crackers going there, wouldn't it?
That'd be a bit feisty, that one, mate. That'd be a bit feisty. Yeah, I'm going live on on the other channel now to watch Bilbao. It's currently 0-0 with Espanyol. Espanyol should be winning. Tyson Fury's in goal for Espanyol. Skinny Tyson Fury in goal. And it's a spitting image, mate. That's finished from David Neres, by the way.
Yeah.
That finish from David Neres was insane. Yeah.
I've got to go, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm going. Listen, I'll be back to France
Big
tomorrow.
up.
Then,
Matty,
then
if you're in
Jezza.
the chat, Matty, if you're listening,
Bless
happy
up, Matty,
Christmas
every
to you
time.
as well, Matty.
Happy Christmas as well.
Thank
Big
you.
up the chat as well, man. Always love. Bless up to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. This show I'll be back next Monday. I'll be back in about 90 seconds.
No
So, yeah,
football
we're
on
out.
Boxing Day ever.
There
rid
is.
of
There
Boxing
is.
Day football.
There is Kenny for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Start.
Kenny exposed.
You've let me write down, Kenny. It's me and you. I had my right hand man shouting out, "Ben,
I'll go, boys. Got to go. Got to go.
Bless up, Jezza.
We'll talk about it.
Merry Christmas.
Later.
Quiet. We'll keep it quiet, shall we, Kenny?
Yeah.
All right.
See you later, lads. We're out.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, big up, boys. Love all's